Today we will be learning how to draw a shark. Art with Ms.A. All right, today's project, we're going to use only half a sheet of white paper to draw our shark on. So fold the paper in half and then cut the paper right down that fold line. Awesome. So now that you have your half a piece of white paper, collect your other items. A pencil, a Sharpie, black pen for outlining, a glue stick, some colored papers in light blue, dark blue, some color crayons for coloring in your shark, and some scissors to cut out your shark. All right, you know the routine. Now that we have our half a sheet of paper, we're going to fold it just like we did with the whole sheet of paper. First folding it in half, meeting up the edges, then folding it again in half. This will give us 4 sections of the paper, which helps us to draw our shark. All right, now that your paper has been folded into 4 sections, you want to put your paper going portrait style, meaning going up and down. And I want you to make a mark on the 3rd section in the left corner, about 2 inches up, and then in the 4th section right in the middle. These are our lines to register where we're going to draw the shark's body. You're going to make a line going up through the 3rd and 1st and the 2nd, and then coming down, meeting those 2 guidelines that you had made originally in the beginning. So it looks kind of like a mountain going on a slope and then kind of coming down with a slight curve. All right, so now you're going to make a line coming down off the tip of the shark's nose to the middle portion of the 3rd section. Draw a little line there so you can draw your line straight to that registration line in the 3rd section. So there you go. You've got your 2nd line, and now we're going to draw the shark's fin, which basically is a triangle, and we're going to draw it straight along that fold line from the 1st and 3rd, and then kind of make a curve going in to look like a shark's fin that you see coming out of the water. Now you're going to make the shark's mouth, and that is in the 4th section where the fold line is, coming around and kind of making a oval, a half oval coming out and around. Now you're going to make the eye of the shark, and that is right where all 4 corners meet in the middle, and then you're going to just make a circle in that 3rd section corner and make 1 circle and then make another circle for the pupil. You got it. All right, now we're going to make the teeth of our shark, which is basically a triangle shape, and you're just going to make those triangles go all the way around that line that you drew for the mouth, the oval shape. Let's see how many teeth you can get in your shark's mouth. Did you know that when a shark loses a tooth, there is a backup tooth waiting to slide in position? They always have teeth rows behind the rows of the teeth that we see. Kind of an interesting fun fact. Now you're going to make some gills by just making some curved lines, and now make like a little bird or a seagull shape in the mouth to make the tongue. Now I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to outline all of my pencil lines to make it bold and pop right out of the picture. All right, great job. Now get your eraser and erase any of those pencil lines that were peeking through that black marker pen. Now it's time to get the coloring crayons out and color your shark. I did a gray for my body. I did a red for my tongue. What color are you going to color your shark? You could do realistic like I'm doing, or you could pick any color you want. That's called a stylized art piece. Then I got my Sharpie and I colored in the mouth where you would normally just see black. And I did that with pen because I like it to be really dark. You can use a black color crayon if you want. Then I'm going to use that same black marker for the pupil. All done. Put your cap back on your pen. You never want to let them dry out. And get your scissors and cut along the contour line, meaning the outer lines of your shark. Take your time. Do you notice how I move the paper instead of my scissors? That is actually a little trick of cutting something. Instead of moving your scissors, move the paper. It makes it a lot easier. Now put that shark aside, and now we're going to do a really cool technique. Get a piece of white paper and you're going to make it go horizontally, meaning lengthwise, and you're going to get a full sheet of paper this time. Get your glue stick out, and now I want you to get some blue paper. I have a light blue and a dark blue, and I'm going to use these two to tear strips and glue them down using a blue, dark blue, then a light blue, then a dark blue, then a light blue. You'll see the technique. And I do not want you using scissors. I want you to practice making strips by tearing it. You can start by making a little tear at the edge and then using your fingers to get it started, and then take one hand holding down this one side while pulling up on the other side. This is a really cool technique to get a jagged edge, and it gives the feel of waves or water coming in the ocean, like coming into the sand. So what you're going to do, try it again. It takes some practice. If you end up tearing it and it's not a full strip, that's okay. You can glue them together. But what I'd like you to do is keep trying. It's okay if it's not perfectly straight. You want it to have some ups and downs like waves do. So I did 2 blue, and now I'm going to do 2 more by just making first a little tear at the edge, then holding the side that I'm not tearing down flat while pulling up the other piece. It does take some practice, but you can do it. I know you can. All right, now we're going to make some strips, same way we did the dark blue with the light blue. And you're just going to pull up towards you till you get a strip. And then you're going to start again. Tear a little edge to get it started. Then pull towards you, holding the side that you're not tearing. And it'll make a strip that looks like waves once we glue it all together. So here I'm showing you stacking one light blue, then a dark blue, then a light blue, then a dark blue, then a light blue. And you can keep doing this indefinitely till you have all of your strips of paper going light to dark, light to dark. If you have only white paper and blue paper, you can do white, blue, white, blue. If you only have pink and purple, try that. This can be any type of ocean. You can use your imagination. But here I'm doing more realistic colors and I'm stacking them the way they would go. And once I've got them all stacked going light to dark, light, dark, I'm going to get my glue stick out and I'm going to move over all of my strips, but keeping that last one. You're going to go from the back going forward, and I'm only gluing the edges. So one edge on one side and one edge on the other. I'm going to then match it up to the corners or to the edges of my white paper, and I'm going to put it about 2 inches down from the top. And now I'm just going to keep doing that all the way down. Now doing the light blue, layering it right after the blue, putting glue only on the outer edges of the light blue paper. Now I'm going to line it up to the edges of my white paper and go right underneath my dark blue. Now what do you think is going to come next? Did you guess dark blue? You got it. So now I'm going to do the same thing, put glue on either edge of my dark blue, and I'm going to line it right below the light blue, matching up the edges of my white paper. Do you see how it looks like there's waves coming from the horizon line coming forward? Isn't that cool? And you'll see once we put our shark on it how cool it looks. Once you've got all the paper on, give it a shake to make sure it's stuck and press down on the edges and make sure everything is flat. Awesome! Now it's time to find a place for your shark. You're going to slide it in to one of those areas of paper and you're going to position it the way you like it. It can go off the paper or it can stay on the paper, and you're going to put a little bit of glue at the bottom edge of your shark, then pull up your one of your waves, place it in, and then you're going to press down with your hands and give it a shake, make sure it's staying, and there you go. You've got your shark that you drew, and you've got your beautiful torn paper waves. All right, thank you for joining Ms.A today, learning to draw a shark. You also learned a cool tear paper technique that you can use with many different projects. And remember to be compassionate to all living things, even sharks. They have feelings too. So bye for now, but remember, if you can imagine it, you can make it, and you can change your world. Stay safe and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.